And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today we're talking about a game.
Hey, shut the door!
Today we're talking about a game from HABA called The Little Orchard, which in a sense is almost like Hi-Ho Cheerio. This is the German version, but this is a cooperative game. Players are working together to pick the cherries before the evil crow comes to get them. And so the game actually is part of the box. Let's take a look at it. Okay, here's the board, and we'll have Melody set it up for you. It starts with a tree in the box, and then on top of the tree, you're going to be hanging some pairs of cherries that almost look like the little things you put in girls' hair that keep the ponytails, whatever those are called. Anyway, but those are put on the top of the tree, and you have a basket that you're going to be collecting cherries in. And then in front of the tree, you're going to take a bunch of cards that have different color flowers on them and place them here. And then there's a die. So on your turn, you're going to roll the die, and the die will show one of the colors. You can then turn over a card of that color. If it's a cherry, hoorah! We take a cherry off the tree and put it into the basket. Okay? And everyone cheers because we want to win the game. We want to collect the cherries. And so, we roll the die again. And we've rolled a, what color flower? A sun. Alright, when we roll a sun, then you can pick any flower you want. You don't have to pick any color. You can pick any flower you want. So Melody picks the red one, and we turn it over. And it's another set of cherries. And this continues on. But let's say you turn over this one. It's a sleeping animal. At that point, you tell the kids to be as quiet as possible and turn it back over, not to wake up the sleeping animal. And then sometimes you turn over the crow card. Oh no! When you turn over the crow card, the crow moves one space on the track of doom. I'm calling it a crow, it's a raven. If the raven reaches gets to the tree, he eats all the rest of the cherries and everybody loses. However, if everyone gets the cherries on the tree, then everybody wins. And so the game, is mostly for little children because they're going to enjoy this. Pick a card. You can see for every group of colors that there are. For example, there's 3 red ones. One of them has the sleeping animal, one of them has the raven, and the other has the cherries. The game has really neat components. You have the raven, you have the cherries, the cards are very thick. The die is a big, chunky wooden block. But this is really a game, in my opinion, for young kids. It's not going to hold a lot of attraction for older ones. The age here in the box says 3 to 8. My very little kids, my 3, 5, and 7-year-old, they enjoyed the game a lot. But for me, I think it would get old fast for older kids. What do you think, Melody?
It's so.
Do you like the pieces? Is this a game you want to play all the time?
No.
No. Because really, she's out of the age group for it. My younger kids enjoyed it much more.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.